My name is Asuka and this is my Hourglass experience. For my internship, I was attached to a company called Ourglass Robotics. It is a local distributor of one of China's biggest brands in the robotics industry, Pudu. It is one of China's biggest commercial robot manufacturers. My company resells the robot to provide manpower solutions to the local food and beverage scene in Singapore, or F&B industry for short. Since most people in Singapore are unwilling to pursue a career in F&B industry, leading to the rise in the need for creative solutions to curb the lack of manpower, one of which are the waiter robots. Our main product is the Pudu bot. It is able to send food from the kitchen and navigate through the restaurant using 4 high-precision sensors. A big part of my job is to implement the robot in the customer's restaurant. I have learned how to use the Pudu software on my laptop to configure the robot in different ways. In fact, I have done this in over 15 restaurants throughout the course of my internship, the most popular ones being the Imperial Treasure Group, Tim Ho Wan, Hai Di Lao, and Andas Hotel. However, not all of our customers are restaurant owners. Some exceptions include Singpost Logistics Centre, where they wanted to try if the robot could speed up their process in organising parcels. Due to the Phase 2 heightened alert that the government has mandated to control the spread of COVID-19 in Singapore, I had to work from home for 8 weeks in total, since there were 2 Phase 2 heightened alerts. During this time, restaurants were closed for dine-ins and could not accept customers, and thus there was no need for a robot to be serving food there. So when I was working from home, I was given the opportunity to edit marketing videos for Grand Hyatt Hotel, Tim Ho Wan, Swee Chun Dim Sum, and Fragrant Garden. I also sent out marketing messages and emails to potential customers in the restaurant industry. When I could go down to restaurants, we would travel down as a team and help the customer to deploy the Pudu bot in their restaurants. After about 4 weeks, I soon realized that the job that I am doing is actually very similar to that of a sales engineer, without the sales portion. This job is repetitive. This job requires us to keep deploying at different outlets and different places around Singapore. This caused me to be very jaded, as I feel that I did not learn anything new in terms of engineering skill or industry insights. And I would constantly ask myself if I have made a wrong choice in coming to this company. But one of my colleagues advised me that in our educational journey, we will either make the right choice or we will have to make our choices right. And this inspired me to give my best in the rest of the time that I had left in the company, for me to look at different areas that I can contribute in positively. And thus, it made me come up with the 3 projects for the CDIO Workplace Improvement Project. First, it will be the metric screw gauge. I was shocked to find out that the company had a lack of organisation in their screws, unlike the well-organised ones we have in the DMRO lab. Thus, I proposed this idea to my boss that I could help them 3D print a tool that is custom-made for our needs in the company. And after 2 different prototypes, I came up with this design that they are now using on a daily basis. Next, it will be the calling card keychain. At Imperial Treasure, the manager wanted to call the Hola bot using the calling card from wherever she was. So I suggested to her that I could 3D print a custom-made calling card holder for them. They could keep this in their pockets and use it whenever necessary for them to call the Hola bot over to them. After only 1 prototype, I came up with this design and passed it to them to use. But since this was towards the end of my internship, I did not manage to see them use much of the calling card holder. Last but not the least, we have the training manual. On my first day, I was shocked to realize that there is a lack of written training materials. So I sought to make this better by making one for them. However, I could only do this after I have gained some experience and competence after working in the company for some time. Towards the end of my internship, I led my other colleagues from Temasek Poly to contribute to the new training material. I sent it to my boss for approval and he spoke well of it. But I did not have the opportunity to teach any new incoming staff as my boss was unable to hire. In conclusion, this internship has been an eye-opening experience for me. I believe that I have gained the relevant industry experience and exposure needed for the future. I now know what I prefer to pursue and what I don't like to do in the industry. I also learned that being bilingual and competent in our mother tongue is extremely important, and I have made this my personal commitment to improve on them daily. Overall, I am grateful for this experience and would like to express my thanks to Hourglass and SP for the internship experience. Truly, with Singapore Poly, it is so possible.